Hardwire your brain so every time you do a bad habit, you'd simply just feel like shit. And I know what you're thinking. Why would you want to hardwire your brain to where every time you don't do a good habit, you feel like shit? Why would you want to feel like shit? Let's put some context around this. Let's just say I worked a really hard day. Alright, 6 a.m. to 4:15 p.m. That's the whole shift, right? My 9 to 5 job. I come home and I hop straight into the game. I have so many other chores to do, like read book, meditate, do my internet business, sit down and journal, and script for a video. But I just play and I play and I play until it's what? It's 7:30 p.m. Oh shit! I only got like 1.5 hours more until my bedtime comes around. How am I gonna get all these tasks done? I then hop off the video game because I realize I got so much shit to do. And I kind of feel overwhelmed. I kind of feel like shit. Because I have all these tasks to do because my complacent ass went on video games instead of doing them. And you have person number two. Works a hard day, same shift, 6 a.m. to 4:15 p.m. Comes home, hops on a video game, and gets off around 9 p.m. He goes outside, he eats food, he comes back in here, and just goes to bed. After that day of work, he comes home, plays video games, goes to sleep. Work, video game, sleep. Work, video game, sleep. You can see where this is going. You can see that days turn into weeks, weeks turn into months, months turn into years, and all of a sudden, this guy's wondering why he's got nothing completed. No big tasks which he always wanted to do in his life completed. And he's got a video game addiction. He feels like he's wasted so much time. And in comparison to person one, he catches himself that they're doing this bad habit. This person has built that four-figure internet business in just a couple of years, just from applying constant effort every single day and feeling like shit on purpose. So I want you to ask yourself, do you want to achieve person one's achievement, which was finally completing his main goal by applying the constant effort every single day and keeping him accountable even after the bad habits? Or person number two who plays video games, goes to work, plays video games, goes to work, and realizes that he's lost so much time and potential, and he wonders why his goals aren't completed. You, as a smart individual, you would have chosen number one. What I'm getting at is if you are stuck in that cycle of video games, work, video games, work, video games, and you wonder why you get nothing completed, just ask yourself this question: do I have deep values? Have I sat down with a notepad and a pen for a while now and written down everything which matters most to me? My family, traveling, becoming the person which I truly want to become, speaking with great enthusiasm and authenticity, achieving a six-figure business, like all the things that matter to you. Do you have these instilled values? Have you sat down and noted down every single thing which matters to you? Because if you haven't, pause this video and go get a notebook and a pen and just write down everything important to you. Because I've experienced it in my life as well. When I had nothing important to work for, I'd fall into these bad habits like moth to a flame. I'd fall into these bad habits easily because there's nothing for me to work for. So just ask yourself, what's most important to you? Alright, well, if speaking is important to you, is earning a six-figure business online important to you, make this a non-negotiable to study every single factor around this area, to put in time and effort every single day to get closer to this main goal. And all of a sudden, when you have these values clashing with the bad habits, you start to realize, I feel kind of fucking shit when I do the bad habits. It makes me feel like I'm not walking steps closer to my goal. And that's exactly what you want. That's the whole purpose of having instilled values clashing with your bad habits. Because you'll eventually reach a point where your bad habits are reduced to a minimal because you realize that it is not applying anything for your ultimate goal, which is to achieve a six-figure business on the internet. It is not applying any value to you. Your Netflix movies, your video games ain't applying value to you. You eventually realize, as a smart individual, you realize that shit, this ain't really helping me in my life, hey. I'm just gonna put it to a minimum. Or even get rid of it as a whole. And then the hard task, feels easier. The task which you are doing every single day to walk steps towards that big goal. Financial freedom for my family and myself. This will all of a sudden feel easier. And you'll be more lenient into delaying gratification and doing the hard work needed to achieve this task if it means that much to you. So, without the why, without the goal, without the reasoning on you building this goal, you will not find the what. You will not find what to do. Finding your why and having instilled values into yourself is so important when you are trying to achieve something great. Because this mindset shift, where you start to identify these bad habits, are not actually helping you in your life, is exactly what you need. Although it sounds pretty uncomfortable right now, like, fuck, I don't want to feel shit. Hey, I don't want to feel shit. Well, you can continue playing video games and working for the rest of your life. Then, like, I'm not gonna force you. All I'm really doing is I'm putting value on the screen, and you take it or you leave it. And what I've learned in my life is that my values sit so deeply within me now. My why is so big. I have goals left and right. I want to go to Japan. I want to make amazing memories with my family, my friends. I want to meet new people. I want to make new friends. I want to go to their gyms. I want to eat amazing food. And this why, this goal over here is only 1 out of 100. So make a million whys. Make all your motives and keep them written down somewhere so you don't forget why you are working so hard. I have another why. I want to go to Norway. I want to look at the aurora lights whilst I'm in a tent at 12 o'clock at night, which I don't really stay up to. But because this is one of my goals, I'm going to make it a thing to stay up late for just this time because I usually go to bed pretty early. And that itself just sounds thrilling, interesting to me, and it sits deeply in my heart. I've always wanted to see snow, aurora lights, always wanted to touch snow. Goals like that. The Japanese goal and the Norway goal are just a set of two goals within 100. And what I'm saying is make so much goals to yourself. Make your life important. Bring up things and write them down which are so important to you that you would sacrifice everything in your life to achieve these things. Another goal in my life which I want to achieve is becoming the person which I truly want to become. Speaking with excellent grace, becoming that nearly buff dad figure, Giga Chad guy who just does actions in accordance to his values, loves on those around him, is loved by those around him, and frees his whole family financially and mentally, mental burdens because he's teaching and influencing them with amazing habits. That's the person I want to become. And these three goals of mine are just a set out of 100. And the reason why you want to make these whys, these goals, is when the bad habit comes around and you have all these goals instilled into you, you'll look back on one of these goals and compare it to the video game. Do I want to play video games or do I want to work on this goal? Well, obviously, I want to work on this goal. It means more to me. I don't want to sit back and listen to some random kids just scream at me on a video game for not playing good. Uh, Get a journal and a pen. Start journaling your whys because it is more powerful than you think and it sits with you on a daily basis. It sits with you on a daily basis. Every single millisecond of the day, you'll always look back on these whys and you'll be like, my why is more important than a bloody video game. Stay extraordinary and keep moving forward. We'll see you in the next one.